the Buffalo Bills. For a trip to New Orleans in Super Bowl 58, we are ready to rock in the AFC Championship game. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
They run again on first down. Cook. And a pretty good burst there as he'll get this across midfield and down to the 46. 12 yards that time and a Bills first down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
Allen's throw caught by Tony. But he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 19 yards that time for number 19. First down, here's the run with Cook. He's able to get 6, a nice pickup down to the 21. Decided to hit it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Miller in motion right. Again, it's Cook. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now. A great start to this AFC title game. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script. You go through your play calling. You go through all the stuff and establish things. And it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. Touchdown! Dawson Knox, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Bills are on the board first here in this AFC Championship game. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Rolling to his right. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. Finding space at the 40. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And that one blown up quickly as he's going to be stopped before he could even get started. He'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Here's Jackson to throw. And he finds his target. It's Marquise Goodwin. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line.
Some think the teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant, and oftentimes they can turn it into big play.
He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Bills are going to take possession of the football. Certainly not his best throw that time, and not a good time to make it, Charles, when they were a nickel with 5 defensive backs on the field.
And that's exactly why you have those 5 DBs out there. You want extra speed on the field, guys who have ball skills and understand what the passing game can do, and gives them a chance to react and make a play on the football, and they take one of those away.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test them early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
Give to Cook out of the gun. And they'll get this just to the 47. 1-yard gain. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing is Allen on third. And this throw will be intercepted. Picked off by Avonte Maddox. And the Bills are going to take possession here at their own 33. And now... Oh, well, boy, this is a bit of a surprise, to be kind. They accepted the holding penalty, so wipe out the interception, and their defense will stay on the field. Okay. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Play action. Now Jackson on the move to his left. That's complete. It's Rashad Bateman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Rolling to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Safety blitz, such a fun play call to witness when it works. And the deep man can get home for a sack. Great timing by him. Interception earlier in this contest. Now a sack. He's definitely campaigning for Player of the Week honors, isn't he, partner?
So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Second and 20. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And he'll take this one down to about the 40.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. That'll be taken in by Damiere Byrd. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 22-yard line. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow him to convert a 3rd and 18. They go play action now. Jackson sliding out of the pocket. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jackson buying time to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he picks up the first as he's able to take it down to the 7-yard line. Again, it's Ricard, the fullback. And a little bit of space there. Takes it inside the 5 to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. They'll try to pound it in with Ricard. And trying to push forward, but he is going to be stuffed up in the backfield. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up. The loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
A pretty big play now in this AFC Championship. 3rd and goal. Jackson forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sack back around the 8. So a big sack for a loss of 4. It brings up 4th and goal.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Well, I don't know if they would have gone for it on 4th and goal anyway, but the sack on 3rd down pretty much made their mind up for them.
You're exactly right about that. And this is a tough place on the field to take a sack because, as you just noted, it took the decision-making away from them. Now they have to go for a field goal instead of potentially going for it.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive.
As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way because after you throw an interception, you want to make sure you keep your quarterback's confidence high. So maybe give him a couple easy throws that he can complete and then get to the running game and try and get things settled down.
Yeah, and still in the first half here, a long way to go.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Allen. Going up top for Miller. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Scotty Miller, 73 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Here's Damiere Byrd to return from his end zone. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, and this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A 1st and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Jackson's throw is on target to Duvernay.
And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. They go play action with Jackson. Man open, it's Goodwin. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's able to work his way down inside the red zone to the 19-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete with the clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
They're putting together a drive here in the final minutes of the half, but the coverage has been tight all game long, and they certainly want to keep them off the scoreboard here.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now it's Jackson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And in for the Ravens touchdown. Damiere Byrd as the first half is winding down.
And the Ravens are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Throwing on first down is Allen. Escaping the pressure right.
He'll go up top here for Hamler.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. So we are halfway home to figuring out who will represent the AFC in the Super Bowl. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, one more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they have work to do in this second half if they want to earn that berth to the Super Bowl.
And I'm pretty sure this is where their coaches at halftime were saying don't panic and then demonstrating it by not making a lot of drastic changes to the game plan. Let's just get back to doing what we've been doing all year long. That should be more than good enough.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. They push him back 8 yards that time on second down.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in third and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now fourth down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. So possession goes over here on the punt, and the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They start the drive with Cook. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
So it's the big left tackle who gets tagged with a hold.
And sometimes you're actually executing the block well, and he starts to slip off of you, and instinctively you reach out and grab him. And when it's done like that, it's often seen by the official and called.
And he finds some space past the 25 to the 27.
55 rushing yards rushing for him now to this point.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and 9, Allen. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense, and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
Now Allen. Hard throw, incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit into football.
Allen will look to throw for it on 4th. And he completes it to the tight end, Knox. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Dawson Knox, 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Bills' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. He couldn't get rid of it. He winds up losing a yard. It's 2nd down. After the sack on 1st down, Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete. And Charles, got to like what this defense has been able to do these last couple of plays.
Yeah, they get the sack on 1st down, then they force the incomplete pass. Now they're just a play away from getting the football right back, but it's a big play. They've got to hold up.
On 3rd down, Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
Fourth down, here's Jackson. He'll get this into the hands of Bird. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position.
56.
From the gun, it's a give to Cook. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. Yeah, so they get that one, Charles, on the right tackle.
Yeah, oftentimes in that spot, you're trying to work against a defender, trying to set the edge in the running game, and you're trying to drive around and get your body twisted so that he can't get there. Sometimes your hands get too involved.
To the air, Allen. And this heads straight to the sideline. I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, they won't. Here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
To throw, it's Allen. This pass caught by Hamler. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. A big gain there after going backwards, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the 1st down and move the chains.
Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
I thought that was a completed pass until he came in and forced the ball from his hands. Not only did he make a nice play, he brings up 4th down.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Allen going to go on 4th down.
Pass to the right, and he's got McBride.
But they're going to wrap him up as he'll go down well short of a first.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Now Jackson on 1st down. And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. This defense, they just continue to feast. 5 sacks now as a unit. It's been quite an afternoon getting to the quarterback.
And we're seeing it come from a variety of places as well. Sometimes just the guys up front getting to him. Other times you add extra guys rushing the quarterback, twists and stunts. It's been a variety, and they've had no way of blocking them.
So much of the game today, we're looking for hybrid players, guys who can do a combination of jobs. And anyone who plays a strong safety position, now more than ever, is a hybrid-type player. Half defensive back that covers passes and half linebacker that makes tackles. We just saw the linebacker make that play.
And he's got a 1st down as the tackle made at the Bills' 29-yard line. A big 3rd down pickup of 20 yards. 1 quarter remains until we crown the AFC champion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. To Boyle here over the middle. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Play action. It's Jackson. They'll roll him out right.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. All that for a 2-yard gain, 2nd down.
And that's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, short tackle.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. And they'll turn to the power game to try to get in. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown.
Patrick Ricard
taking it in from 2 yards out.
And the Ravens have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
Now a big play here as the Ravens are going to go for the 2-point conversion.
And they'll try to run it in with Dobbins.
And he will get into the end zone as a 2-point conversion is successful. And the lead is down to a field goal here in the 4th. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And the pressure mounting with every passing minute. It's palpable right now. They're on top in the 4th quarter, clinging to that lead. A potential super.
There he goes, right side. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown.
James Cook,
75 yards.
And the Bills use the big play to extend their 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. And quickly, he just gets that ball out of there. Not quite sure what he was doing, and here comes the flag. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
Now a handoff for Dobbins.
And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23.
79 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd down and 12. To throw is Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Teron Johnson able to pick it. And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown.
So a fourth-quarter pick six here, and that one might put this game out of reach, CD.
I certainly agree with that, partner. And I know one thing, though. That team that just got the pick six, they're going to keep playing until this one's over. Better be careful. They're looking to get another one.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their dream of a Super Bowl berth so close 3 quarters ago, but obviously starting to slip away if it hasn't already. They need points here and in a hurry. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Jackson now. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Bird. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. He couldn't get rid of it. He takes a sack for a loss of 6 to bring up 2nd down. Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time.
Picked off by Michael Ojemudia.
And he is going to score. It's a pick six and a Bills touchdown. Little choice, Charles, but to go for it right there, and that pick six will be the icing on the cake.
Yeah, you don't know how many more possessions you're going to get, so really you're almost at the point of no option. Have to go for it. Bottom line, though, is defenders know that as well. They know you've got to throw the football. Had the right defense call, able to make a nice play on the ball, and that's all she wrote.
Taken at the 15, a short kick.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
As a corner, you have to be able to run with guys step for step downfield in man coverage and make up ground quickly in zone. You have to put yourself in position to make plays just like that one we saw there.
flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The defense can stop it twice more as they take a knee here.